All right, this is Eric at Loft and Art. Otherwise, you might know me as Sod on some of the forums and stuff. I just wanted to talk a little bit about microclimates here in Oregon and what that means if you're new to growing. Basically, it means if you can provide trees with some kind of protection that raises the temperature even by just a few degrees, it helps to protect them during the winter, and it also helps to give them a little bit of a head start without needing a greenhouse. So all of these trees here, none of these got any real start in the greenhouse. And you can see how developed they are as far as leaf and fruit set. They've got a few breva started. The big one in the middle, the big cup, is my San Miro. It's got 4 or 5 breva on it. This bigger one down here, that's my Vincenzo mother tree. And it's got 3 or 4 breva on it. And you can see, you know, how poopy of a grower it is. I mean, it's really kind of spindly and it doesn't grow nice. So I'm trying to make copies of it to see if I can get one that grows a little bit nicer. But yeah, anyway, all of these are grown here on my deck. I put them up here during the last really cold spell when we were getting like sub freezing temperatures at night. I don't remember when it was, but it was kind of abnormal, and it was kind of later in the season, and I didn't want to hurt stuff that was already starting to wake up. So I put them up here. They won't stay up here because frankly, it gets way too hot in this little corner of my deck. This is one of those protected spots. So this is like the west side of my deck. So all of the afternoon sun hits this spot here, and it's an easy 10, sometimes 20 degrees warmer in that spot than it is out in the middle of my backyard. So the trees get a really nice head start. They're in full sun already, so there's no acclimating process that's needed. And they just do really well that way. But you have to have them in small enough pots that it's easy to move. And sometimes that can be a challenge, especially as trees get bigger. They need bigger and bigger pots, unless you do a lot of root pruning, which I don't like doing because I'm lazy. Yeah. So that's just a little snippet, a little video about what that microclimate means. The rest of my backyard, I can actually, you know what, maybe we'll do that. So that's just on the deck, and you can probably tell from the color of the deck, it holds a lot of heat. This is all composite. This is a brand new deck that we just built last summer. We had a giant cherry tree that came down right here last winter, or winter before last. It was when we had the big ice storm. Anyway, and it destroyed this entire portion of our deck and missed this is our bedroom, missed our bedroom by like 10 feet. So we hired a contractor buddy of ours to come and rebuild our deck last summer. And at the time, because of COVID, lumber prices were through the roof, and composite was actually cheaper than wood. And so we have this huge, really nice, brand new composite deck that's about 1,400 square feet. So, now there's the dogs. So this is one of another way. Excuse me. I had my 2 cups of coffee and I'm a little jittery. Another way that you can provide a little bit of a microclimate for your stuff. This is about as much protection as my trees get in the wintertime. I'm a lazy grower. I'm pretty hands-off. So I shove stuff under the deck, and for the most part, they do really great. but you can see this tree here, even though it's not really like protected, it's not in a super microclimate, it's leafing out and it's a little bit ahead of the game. It's also in a little bit small of a pot for the size tree it is. I need to pot it, but there's other ones, you know. This reflected heat that comes off of the windows up here, I have felt it out in the middle of the yard. Even in the wintertime, I can feel the difference and feel the sun reflecting off of the windows of the deck and providing extra heat. And the house and the deck itself holds a lot of thermal mass. So all of that heat radiates out throughout the night and throughout the colder parts of the morning. And you get trees that start really going bonkers relatively early. Like this one here, which is insane because it's further along than any other unprotected tree that I have. And it's a seedling from California that I don't think is common. I don't think it's going to hold fruit, but it's certainly vigorous. It seems to be one of the more cold hardy seedlings that I have. So that's that for now. I'll update a little bit more on trees that I pulled out of the greenhouse and give you a kind of an update on that. And who knows, I'm feeling frisky after my coffee, so I might update a little bit more. All right, take care.